Yeah, this is a controversial topic that gets brought up a lot, and
Mhm.
I wanted to really wanted to talk about this. So the N word, man, it gets used a lot. Obviously, Ryan Garcia was the latest victim to that. So when it comes to using the N word, who should be allowed to use the N word?
Let Danny answer this one first.
Girls first.
Okay. So if I really, really had to think about it, I feel like nobody should use that fucking word. Okay. I think the whole excuse about, oh, we're just taking back of what
Right,
was said
right.
to us. I'm so tired of hearing that, because do they not know that they also was calling you NIGGA as well, not just ER? You feel me? And you guys think you're taking power back, and then you get upset when other races say it, but they're watching y'all say it, but you're like, oh, but you can't say it. And then it's messy, because then if you raise in the hood with the black community or the black culture, y'all, these Latinos can say it or these Asians can say it. So it's like y'all just pick and choosing who can say it and who can't. How about nobody fucking say it?
Right.
How about that?
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I don't think anybody should say the word, And I will say this, like, in certain circles, you might have somebody from a Spanish descent,
Mm-hmm.
somebody from Asian code, somebody from, the Asia, white people, and they grew up literally in the hood with
Right.
all black friends, went to all black schools, that, spent the night at they best friend house. And so I guess they get the pass, right? Because a lot of times, a lot of black people will let they white homeboys and they Asian homeboys and the Mexican homeboys say nigga. Hey, you my nigga. They say that's my nigga. And they get to say it freely. But it's crazy because that same white boy or same Asian don't just freely go around other groups of black people that he don't know and say it. And it's
Mm.
almost like they gotta pick and choose when they like who they say it around or when they can say it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
you got to be careful, like tread the line carefully, because just because my homeboys they cool with me, I don't know these black people over here. And if I say it over there, they might get offended. And now it's too late for you to say, well, my homeboys over there,
And then
they let me say it. Meanwhile, you're getting beat up, you're getting punched on, and
right,
it's like,
right.
but I don't like the use of the word at all. I
Yeah.
really don't like it.
I now this is no disrespect to anybody that's black, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna get offended regardless because a lot of people don't like what I say.
They just don't like you, Kyo. That's all it is.
But I think the black culture they pick and choose who they allow to say it. Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I think you could blame that from the music, from television shows, from
Yeah.
movies, because they're advertising it and you're making it okay for people to say that. People get influenced in the black culture, like from fashion to music,
Yeah.
from young teenagers also. And when they see that, they'll be like, yo, that's cool, man, I want to say that too. but
Right.
but I think people like they do pick and choose who should allow to say that, because I know I know uh a certain Mexican person, they'll allow them to say it, but they won't allow another Mexican person not to say that. And I seen that a lot, and
Yeah.
I just don't think it's right, because you're picking and choosing who's allowed to say it just because he dressed like you, or he
Mhm.
talk like you, or
Mhm.
he acts a certain way like you. What makes him different from somebody that's completely different like you, but they're the same race as you, and you're allowing them to say that? I don't think that's fair. I
I
don't
just
think
think
that's
it's
right.
weird. Like, why? It just looks really idiotic, in my opinion. that you're picking and choosing who can and cannot. And then you try to say, like you just said, when people are influenced to listening to rap music and they're just singing along to the motherfucking rap song.
Right.
You got Black culture pissed the fuck off that they're saying it in a crowd. The artist ain't mad. The artist is still getting fucking paid.
Right.
The artist is getting paid to do this.
Like I asked Danny this also because I don't use that word. I said, "Hey, Danny, what happened if I said that word to you?" Like I said, "Hey, yo, what's up?" And Danny was like, "I don't care."
I don't care. It don't. That like I can't let a word offend me. Like I can't let any word or name calling have power or control over me in the first place.
Right.
You know,
say that again.
Now if I'm in, let's say I'm in Walmart and one white guy is in front of me, or let's say I'm next in line and white guy jumped in front of me, right? And he's like, "Get out the way, nigger."
Oh yeah, that come on. Yeah.
So he uses it in that way.
Yeah.
It's like I think some black people don't even they can't control it. It might be the spirit of the ancestors.
Yeah.
That is the reason that punch get thrown so fast without you even thinking about it. Right, I don't think that's a situation where somebody calls you a nigger and you got to think about it. Like, did he just call me? How should I react to this? Should I punch? No, nobody does that. It's like
they just react.
Somebody says, "Go," and then it's a punch thrown. It's chips flying everywhere in Walmart. It's chaos, right?
Yeah.
Again, it's because because the intention of the way it was used. It was intentionally used to trigger you. But even still, it's like, okay, so if you let a white man call you that and get away with it, you don't do nothing because you're like, I see what he's trying to do. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get me, and now I got to deal with police. I got to explain myself to these police. I don't feel like talking to police. I just want to go about my day. I just want to get my stuff, get my food from here, and go home without no incident. Nobody ever goes out looking for a scenario or looking for violence or looking to fight, so but if you're put in that situation, it's like, man, I should let this shit pass. I should just let it slide. Like, who you calling a nigger? Fucking honky. So that's the first thing. First thing a black person would probably do is try to clap back with their own racist term. And as a way to kind of defend, well, you called me this, so I'm gonna call you that. But first of all, a honky never hurt no white person's feelings like that. Or even the one word we cracker, whatever, the few words we got to fight.
It don't bother them.
They don't even.
They don't give a fuck.
It doesn't equal up because there's no actual historical context that come with. Like, what do you say to a white person to hurt their feeling? What do you say? Trailer trash, honky, cracker,
They're just
that don't bother them. You say because nigger came from slavery. It's a slave term. It was a word to dehumanize you.
Mm-hmm.
I know my grandfather told me that nigger actually meant a lazy and shiftless person, but the way it's you, the way the word is used. So then, like you said, like you were saying, over the years, black people have taken the term nigger and turned it to nigga, meaning a term of endearment, or but like you said, even we was called that as well. Like I don't know how
it's a southern term. That's where that comes from.
So you think it's part? You think it's one of those words that's part of like the urban vocabulary now?
It's been part of the urban vocabulary
100%,
for years and years and generations. I do feel like we should get out of that, calling each other my nigga. What's up, my nigga? My nigga. What about my brother? What about
my
sir?
Bro? Yeah.
What about
Where's
sir?
that more respect?
Men.
Yeah.
But listen. I'm gonna tell you this. women and men and women can use nigga as an offensive term to ourselves.
Right.
So watch this. This is why I don't like the word.
Right.
Let's
Go
say
ahead.
let's say I introduce you. Oh, that's my nigga. That's my nigga Joe. That's my nigga Joe. Now I'm arguing with somebody else. Bitch ass nigga. See how I said? You see the term of it? You see the way it's used now?
Yes.
Bitch ass nigga. Well, I emphasize nigga, like, or even women do it to their men. They could do it to their men. Like, oh, I love my nigga. That's my nigga. But then it's like, you a lazy ass nigga. You a broke ass nigga. You a broke cheating. You a broke cheating 2-timing ass nigga.
Yeah, a negative derogatory term.
You ain't worth shit ass nigga. Now watch this. That is not a way to that, like using it that way. If a woman says you ain't shit ass nigga, then it's like the nigga part was emphasized to kind of make me less than a man or to call me something else. Like
it's
there's
the
a
word.
Yeah,
you basically calling me an NIGGER.
Yeah, and this is why I don't agree with the term at all, because there are so many other words we can use to replace nigga. And if I say, I can say kill my nigga, but that's my nigga I work with, or that's my friend that I work with.
Right.
That's a man that I work with. That's a homeboy that I work with. I don't have to use that term. So I don't agree with it. But it's been around for so long. It's almost like it'll take generations and generations. Like I won't be alive to see the word like disappear. And it might not never go nowhere. And the way it's also perpetuated through film, through books, through the music. And it's just being passed down and then I'll be seeing fathers, mothers calling their own sons.
I can't stand that.
They say that, oh, nigga, get your little nigga. If you don't get your ass over here, you heard me calling you little nigga.
I got a question for Danny, and then I got a question for Yvette. Danny, in the battle rap world, has anybody that you battle that's not black use the N-word?
Have they used it
in the battle?
Nah. Because I battled a lot of white boys. I battled Spanish guys, and nobody's ever. And like if somebody like I don't know, I never really took offense if they did say it. But a white person never done it. Maybe a Spanish, maybe a Mexican said it in their rap. Like if he said like me and my niggas be doing this, or me and my niggas will come get you. Like I don't.
Oh my God! Why would you use that word?
Yeah, I don't.
You know how the battle rap culture is. If somebody's white is using the N-word against somebody that's black, they're gonna go crazy and they're gonna harass them like it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. It's a self-correct.
Do you think they have a right to criticize them for using that word in the battle?
I think because a white battle rapper, let's just take A-Ward. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take A-Ward, right? If A-Ward was called a black opponent nigga, it'll be like they would pretty much end his career. They'd end his career. He probably still get booked, but those leagues that book him will only want to see the controversy that comes out of the battle. They be like, yo, you know your name hot in these streets right now. Black people want to fuck you up when they see you. Like, I'm booking you. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as respect from the black MCs and the respect for the culture itself, I think A-Ward would lose like all respect. Not just A-Ward, but any white battle rapper that says that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember one time when Big K was like, y'all niggas tripping. And it was on camera. They called him saying it, and it was like, I feel like Big K is one of those white boys that got one of the nigga passes in his hood amongst his friends. So it probably just slipped out. It wasn't like he said it in his raps. He never wrote it in his raps. Like it never was in his raps. It was like during something was going on, and he was like, "Man, y'all niggas tripping." Like, you know,
like natural flow. Like
yeah, just like it was just a natural. Yeah.
Now, Yvette. Now, with your partner, how does he feel towards when it comes to using the N-word?
Well, he uses it all the time.
Have you used it on him though?
So I think there has been a time.
There you go, Keo. That's a good question.
There has been a time where I think, because again, prior to this really great relationship that I am in, right? I was in a really toxic relationship prior. And so it's kind of like, it was one of those things where I was already like automatically on defense. And because I was constantly having to defend myself with my ex and how he would talk to me so aggressively and he'd call me the N-word nonstop and I felt like eventually it just I kind of got used to that. So I would call it him back, like to my ex. So I think when I had gone into it with my partner before, I think I did it one time and he checked me so quick and was just like, "You don't ever use that word. You can't use that word."
Okay, well, let me say this. Hold on. So if you don't mind, what actually is your nationality or race?
I'm Puerto Rican and Mexican.
Okay, so I never felt like Puerto Ricans couldn't say nigga. Like, you know that we always seen like Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
We're actually considered Afro Latinas
as black blood in black lineage. Right?
Yeah.
So why couldn't you say?
I think it has everything to do with the fact that he's just like, he came from, because me, like, I wasn't, okay, so I was born in the hood of, the east side of San Jose, but I wasn't raised in the hood. Like, my dad didn't want that for me and my sisters. He moved us out and we went to the suburbs. I couldn't tell you shit about the hood. So I was never in that struggle, like the struggle or like actual true black culture. My Mexican side of the family raised me. He knew that. I've known him since I was like 18 years old.
Okay.
So I think that's why he was like, no, you can't say that. So out of respect, I won't use it. You feel me? I would never use it towards him. Definitely, especially if he feels like it disrespects him in a way.
Well, is that word a part of your everyday vocabulary?
No.
Anyway?
No, I said this shit out of anger for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
You said, wait. You said it out of anger.
I've said it out of anger.
Meaning to purposely and intentionally use it.
Yes. Which is probably why he also corrected me.
Damn racist. This damn racist. No, I'm just joking. That's exactly the example that I was given earlier.
And that's why I was like, damn, he's right. I agree with that. Yes, that's so true.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, guys, last thing I want to say though, sorry, Kyo.
Yeah.
And this is to everybody who is tuning in. Look, y'all, if you guys want change and you don't want other people that's not blacks, using this word, let's focus on not saying it yourselves. Everyone's talking about how everyone's always stealing the black culture and they're so influenced about the black culture. Well, then if y'all switched up how you spoke to one another, they would follow.
Probably so, because like you said, we're so influential with whatever we do. So like, why
they will follow?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But then you would have ignorant people saying, well, if she ain't black, she ain't got no business speaking on, black culture. She ain't got no business on even telling us. She can't tell us what to do with our fucking word, and she ain't even one of us.
It ain't even your motherfucking word, goddammit.
One of us. It's crazy. So we want to take ownership of that word, which is an ignorant word to begin, an ignorant word to begin with. We want to take ownership of that, but we ain't talking about how we have property, how we have our own hospitals, how we have our own grocery stores, how we're protecting our own neighborhoods, how we're educating our children. Like we'll be so defensive about a Puerto Rican woman saying, "Oh, she said, nigga, what? Oh, get the torches and the pitchforks. We're gonna
let's cancel her. She's canceled.
We're gonna storm the castle and kill her." We're gonna publicly
I-
stone her. Like, but it's like you want to act that way. But it's so much other more important shit going on
Yes.
in the communities than a word that we shouldn't even be using. So no,
Yeah.
I see you. You got a great.
To end it off, man, I just wanted to say I don't think nobody should use it at all. And if people do have a problem with that, I think everybody should be allowed to use it. If that's the case.
They're not gonna like that shit.
Hell no.
That shit said-
Now this is when Kendrick Lamar's "They Not Like Us" start playing out the blue. The music start "They Not Like Us." So it's like y'all can't say. He said everybody can say it. So now, but see, here's the problem. But see, here's the problem. Because now you have white people saying it freely, and they don't. Some of them might not even know the difference between the different variations of how to properly use the word or what context they should use the word in, and it could be offensive to black people, of course. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so when you allow everybody to say, I feel like, honestly, I personally, I never had no problem with anybody saying it outside of maybe some white people, but it had to be like exceptions, some exceptions, but like Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Cubans, I never felt like weird if they said nigga around me.
I know people, always say that white people are the most racist ones, but they love the black culture, man. Like they love everything that the black culture does, man.
That's a whole nother show. Because maybe they love black culture, but they don't like black people.
Right. Yep.
Man, let's go to the next topic because we really on forever.
That's what I'm saying. That's we can do that a whole other show.
A whole other thing.
This was a great conversation though. So
I loved it.
I definitely enjoyed this.